If there's one thing Pokemon clones are good at, it's keeping this specific genre of creature collectors alive in fresh ways. Coromon, the latest in a long line of creature collectors looking to imbue the genre with something exciting, accomplishes the job charmingly. It doesn't reinvent the wheel, nor does it need to, but instead bridges the gap between the pixel-era Pokemon games with the more modern contemporaries within the indie gaming community, featuring a very fun nostalgic adventure. Like most Pokemon clones, you can play a young, blank character from a small town with big dreams to explore the vast world ahead of them. This time, it's Valua, a vibrant pixel world that's not too different from the classic Kanto or Johto regions. It offers gamers a number of biomes and environments to immerse themselves into, with each one featuring a gameplay quirk unique to that very biome. For example, the murky region of the Soggy Swamps has a mushroom collecting side quest that allows players to craft unique scents. The scorching sands of the Walston Desert require players to take shade under the various tents on the map to avoid getting knocked out. Where Coromon first diverges from Pokemon is the kind of story it tells. The early Pokemon games lean heavily into the sport of it all, centering on the Elite Four tournament and player rivalries, whereas Coromon keys into the environmental and scientific duties of creature collecting. Instead of a trainer, the character you play is a battle researcher for the Lux Solace campus, a think tank whose goal is to preserve nature. The story takes a sci-fi Star Trek-inspired turn when a race of aliens called the Wubonians arrive to threaten the ecosystem of Valua. It falls upon the main character to explore the world and investigate the invasion before it's too late. It's not quite the classic sense of adventure and glory associated with the genre, but an interesting approach to it nonetheless. Its most exciting change is the way it fuses modern quality of life features and RPG elements into the decades-old gameplay loop of Pokemon. The number of options the game offers players to customize their mechanics is staggering. They can decide whether a knockout releases their Coromons permanently back into the wild, or whether they can capture multiple versions of the same Coromon. Battle mechanics can also be tailored to the player's skill level. If a player is interested in a challenge, they may tinker with mechanics such as limiting the use of the Trainer Hub, the Pokemon Center equivalent. But if they want something easier, they can activate the feature that allows Coromons to revive with any healing item and not a revive item specifically. There's an option here for everybody. Such options would leave any lesser game massively imbalanced, but Coromon surprisingly manages to keep everything level. Even with a generous potential system that lets players handpick which Coromon stats to improve, the game features a hefty difficulty curve. Cheesing and spamming aren't always viable options as many elements come to play in combat. Each Coromon has a certain trait that acts as curveballs during battles. They can range from affecting the battle arena, adding buffs or debuffs to your Coromon, adding a survival trait that they can survive anything with a killing blow with 1 HP remaining, and so forth. Skills are rarely binary and oftentimes have nuances to them. Certain skills synergize with others from other Coromons, so players will be switching between them frequently during any given match. The true difficulty of this game is no more evident than in its boss fights, which can take a while to get through. However, once you win through strategy, it's immensely satisfying. On top of the mechanical flexibility, Coromon lets players dress and style their character however they please. It can be from your hairstyle down to the gauntlet, a device that helps you traverse the world. Throughout your time with the game, you'll be offered more and more options for clothing or customization. Furthermore, the game constantly rewards players with consumable items through its milestone system, a feature that incentivizes players for catching more Coromon, fighting other battle researchers, and exploring the world in general. Gamers looking to experience a more personalized version of Pokemon will be very happy here. Last but certainly not least, there's the Coromons themselves. One of the more exciting aspects of playing a brand new creature collector is the novelty of seeing these monsters for the first time, guessing what level they evolve and hoping that they evolve into something amazing. Coromon delivers mostly in that regard with exciting and ingenious creatures despite there not being a plant leaf element in the game. They're unsettling monsters that look straight out of the Shin Megami Tensei Persona series, and some of the monsters inevitably look like Pokemons, but its unique pixel art and animations are what splits the difference. You can see that creating these different creatures and their designs and animations was a labor of love, and it's one of the game's greatest selling points. If you're ever feeling nostalgic for that classic Pokemon gaming, yet are looking to experiencing something outside of that world, Coromon is a must-buy.